Hey everybody, welcome to Northern Revolutions. I'm Rob. Um, this isn't going to be one of my usual videos. I've been trying to figure out how to make this video and what to say since last night. Um, if you're a music fan, you have undoubtedly heard that last night Gordon Lightfoot passed away at the age of 84. Um, I'm absolutely at a loss for words. Not that it was unexpected. He's 84. He's had health issues in the past. Um, there's gonna be a lot of me saying, I have to make a video because I have to kind of express uh, what he means and why he's important. Gordon Lightfoot is. I said to a friend last night, he's part of the holy trinity of Canadian musicians. Gordon Lightfoot, Joni Mitchell, and Neil Young are the three, the giants, untouchable, all three of them. Um, Gordon Lightfoot is such an integral part of the fabric of the culture of this country. He epitomizes what it is to be Canadian. He was the mold for the singer songwriter that really typifies what Canadian music is. And for those that have watched my videos before, I kind of pride myself on trying to be somewhat of an ambassador for Canadian music. I absolutely love Canadian music. I am immensely passionate about it, and it just doesn't get a lot of recognition. And he's the guy that started it all. I he sang songs about Canada, about the Canadian experience for Canadians. Uh, there isn't anyone musically that uh, was able to capture what our culture is and what it means to be a part of this incredible country. And he's able to, with words and music, really just relay that cultural experience. Um, he is the singer-songwriter's singer-songwriter. I should say is. He was. Is. I guess he still is, even though he's not here. He is the singer-songwriter that singer-songwriters point to say he was the guy. Um, I read somewhere that Bob Dylan said, "I wish a Gordon Lightfoot song could go on forever." I mean, Lightfoot was covered by everybody. Um, he released a boatload of albums, 500 songs he recorded in his career. Uh, I'm failing miserably at just trying to explain how much he means to us as a country, to me as a music fan. Um, this is a loss that really hurts. I am I'm moved by it. I'm emotional about it. Um, I talk about Canadian music all the time on my channel, and all of the artists that I talk about: Adam Baldwin, Matt Mays, um, Davna Doyle, Alan Doyle, everybody, to every single last musician that is Canadian, I guarantee you, will point to Gordon Lightfoot to say he is one of my inspirations. And most importantly for me, if it hadn't been for Gordon Lightfoot, then Greg Keeler and Jim Cuddy wouldn't have decided to leave New York and come back home to Canada and found Blue Rodeo, which to me is I mean, these guys are my band. These guys are the soundtrack to my life. And Jim and Greg have said, if it wasn't for Gordon Lightfoot, there wouldn't be Blue Rodeo. And many other musicians will say exactly the same thing. So I love Gordon Lightfoot's music. And more importantly, I love the fact that he blazed the trail for so many other Canadian musicians that I truly, truly love and respect, and whose songs are a part of my life. So there's a big hole. A part of Canada's missing tonight. Now, the wonderful thing about it is we will always have his music, and we will always have his words, and more importantly, we will always have his voice. But we feel a little emptier up here tonight because he's not with us anymore. For those that maybe haven't gotten into Gordon Lightfoot, I would encourage you, give him a shot. He is a poet, and he paints with words, and it's incredible. If I could recommend 2 albums to give a listen to, the first that I would listen to is Summertime Dream, which was an album that came out in '76. Just a fantastic album. Summertime Dream, the title track, was a hit on here, but the one that is really so interwoven into our culture up here is the song The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, which is the true story of the ship, the Edmund Fitzgerald, which was a ocean freighter that sank in Lake Superior. And it's funny enough, at the time when the song was written, it had never been found. It wasn't until years later, but it's sort of known as the greatest maritime tragedy on the Great Lakes. Incredibly powerful song, and sort of a fitting eulogy almost to those that lost their lives. Just this whole album is wonderful. And if I could recommend another one, Sundown. This came out in '74. Sundown was his hit off here. Probably was his biggest hit. It was his big hit in the U.S. Carefree Highway is also on here. Probably his most accessible album, but he has countless other hits. I mean, Gord's Gold, which is his greatest hits album, you can find that. It's worth a listen because there's also like the Canadian Railroad Trilogy, Black Day in July. There's so many hits I can't even think of them all off the top of my head. So that's me rambling for a while, but Gordon Lightfoot, an absolute national treasure. Blazed a trail for those that came after him, was a staunch supporter of Canadian music and Canadian culture, epitomized what it is to be Canadian, and in the larger scope of things, was just an incredible songwriter, an incredible musician, and we are better off for him having graced this planet. So take a listen to Gordon Lightfoot, everybody. Rest in peace, sir. We will miss you. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the flip side.